Somebody say, E, what's your alarm clock? My passion. My dreams wake me up. I don't need no alarm clock. I'm going to bed pissed that I gotta go to bed. Some of you going to sleep and you don't deserve to be. You don't deserve rest. You're lazy. You don't deserve rest. Rest is for people who work. You ain't doing nothing. Every day you chilling. You need to know your why, and my why wakes me up every single morning. Why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? And that's so important. Look, ain't no more talking. This is it. If you ready to take your game to the next level, in whatever it is, sports, life, business, whatever it is, health, listen to me very closely. You gotta change that mindset. Somebody came up to me. They said, E.T., man, I'm tired, E.T. I'm tired, E.T. I put in the work, E.T. I'm not seeing the results, E.T. I'm ready to give up, E. I'm ready to give in, E. I did what you told me to do. I read the book you told me to read. I put in the hours you told me to put in. E, I'm doing it, and I'm not seeing anything. My why is every single day when I wake up, every minute of the day, every hour of the day, I have an opportunity. Somebody who quit, somebody who gave up, somebody who stopped in life. I have the power, at my nickname, the refresher. I have the power as the refresher to make you believe again, to make you get up when you got up 3 times and you say, I'm not getting up no more. When you get to the point where enough is enough, when you get to the point where it hurt real bad, when you get to the point you can't take it no more, when you get to that point, I'm telling you, I can't explain it to you, but doors start opening, opportunities start happening. But what you cannot do is you cannot quit during the process. My why, my why. I'm about to wrap this thing up. Listen to me, you can't make a difference until you make a decision. And I do want to say this to those of you who are watching who are not yet where you want to be, like, keep going. Like, keep going, don't quit. You're already in pain, you're already struggling. Like, get something for your pain. I realized at some point when I looked at my family's history, I was like, some things I don't want. There's some things I want, but there's some things I don't want. And then I remember having to say one day to myself, like, yo, you are your father's child. Like, yo, even though he didn't raise you, even though in the beginning you guys had, you know, whatever little stuff y'all need to get through, E, don't lie, you are lazy at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, E, you are super social and you rather talk than work. You know what I'm saying? I just had to grow up one day and just be real with myself and just say, E, the only way you're gonna be successful is you gotta discipline yourself. Yeah. You know, when you look at a horse, I'm talking about a thoroughbred, it still needs that, what is that thing called that they put on it? He needs that without, you know, you can't, you gotta control him. You know, he got a lot of juice, got a lot of energy, he can go for it, but you gotta hone that. Yeah. And so I realized, like, yo, E, you sleep in, you play video games, don't lie to yourself. You are powerful, but you have some vices. Yeah. And you have some vices that take you down a crazy road. Like, you are your father, you are your grandfather, you are your mother, you are your grandmother. Like, it's real. And so I started saying, okay, E, you gotta discipline yourself. And this is for me, this ain't for everybody. I start getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yo, you're gonna have to get up a little bit earlier because you didn't finish school. You didn't take care of your business. So you can't get up the same time another man who gets up, who handle his business. So you need to get up at 3 if you're gonna catch the greats. You gotta get up at 3, you gotta go to bed earlier. This is why I said I never drank or smoked, because the men in my life who did it were extremists. I had an uncle who died, cirrhosis of the liver. You know, I had other uncles who drank, and my father, bless his heart, but he was strung out on drugs for about 14 years. And I was just like, yo, E, you can see that they don't know how to do it casually. Like, they ain't social drinkers. Like, they ain't social on something. They taking it to a whole nother level. And so for me, it was like, E, you gotta discipline yourself. You're not gonna die if you never know what alcohol tastes like. But if you taste it, you might have the same experience they had. So you just gotta discipline yourself. You know, I do vegan most of the time, you know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, I love fried chicken. I love macaroni and cheese. I love a lot of dessert. But in my family is diabetes. So it's like, yo, E, if you do what they do, then you're gonna get the results they got. So chicken is good, and macaroni and cheese, the way my grandma make it, is great. And yes, the pound cake is phenomenal. But if you want to be with Dee Dee for the next 30, 40 years, and you want to be able to walk, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on the cruise. I was just on the cruise, and a couple people, was on the motor scooter, you know what I'm saying? People with the cane and the walker. And I'm not mad at them. But I'm like, I don't want that. I want to be able to walk at 60, at 70. I want to be independent at 80 if I can be. So I'm going to have to make some sacrifices now for the long run. Whatever it is I say I want it like air. And air is one of those things that, because people always say, well, why you say air? Like, why you even say, because you go without that for a few seconds, my friend, it's a wrap. It's done. So there are people who want stuff, but you kind of want it. Or you want it bad, but you don't want it as bad as you want to breathe. So to me, obsession is wanting something so bad that, I go to bed with, I wake up to it, I make whatever sacrifice, I grind. Like, it's like I can't live without it. And so there are people who fantasize, romanticize about stuff, but like they're not obsessed with it. So when they say fried chicken or the salmon, I'm like, I don't really like salmon like that, but salmon. Or the vegan burger, all right, give me the vegan burger. Wow. That's not what I want to eat, but I'm obsessed with Dee Dee's health. I'm obsessed with our marriage. I'm obsessed with the love. I'm obsessed with her. So I'll do whatever it takes. That's what obsession means to me. Not saying it or dreaming it or offending, but I'll do whatever it takes to make that dream become a reality. As I've been, speaking for over 20 years, I study people. And I'm like, yo, my man graduated magna cum laude, summa cum laude. Why is he broke? Right. I'm just like, I was confused. I'm thinking if I was that smart, it would seem like I would just own half the world. Exactly. But what I realized is it doesn't make a difference if you're smart, born in a wealthy family, born broke. I realized what makes people different is the energy level that they have, and the energy level is because of what's driving them. You feel me? So if you got a Ford Focus, that's a baby engine. It's nothing wrong with a Ford, it's just a baby engine. And when I was coming around here, I could tell it's not gonna make it, in all these neighborhoods right here. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at an F-150, that engine it can pull a lot. You can put bricks in there. You can construction. You can, if you snowboard, whatever you want to do, you can put a vehicle on that sucker and drive it because of the engine. And so what I try to explain to people is like, yo, you gotta understand that if you got these big old dreams with these little small engines, you got these big old dreams with AA batteries, bruh. Big old big old dreams with a D battery. You can't power nothing with that. So when I say Dee Dee, that's like that's a big engine. That's V12. That's like, don't give me all. So you got 87 octane, you got 89, you got 93. It's all gas, but it's different. And so when I say a gazelle, like a gazelle is only driven by, I don't want to get caught. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to get caught. So when you're running because you don't want to get caught versus you chasing because you got to feed your you got cubs, it's just a difference. So after running for so long, first of all, I didn't have no plans on running. So that's number one. Like, I didn't have no plans on running. So now you got me running when I didn't have no plans on running. So guess what? After so long of running, and you still behind me, I'm about to give up because I didn't have no plans on running. So now it's like I'm running. I'm looking at you and you still behind me. And I'm just like, you know what? Since I'm not running toward nothing anyway, I just get weak and give up. But if I'm running towards you and saying, my wife gotta eat, my son gotta eat, my daughter gotta eat, and they not gonna make it if I don't come back with something, then I'm not gonna stop until I get that thing. So that's why I'm saying, like, yo, what's pushing you? What's driving you? And if the right stuff ain't driving, look, you can't come back to Dee Dee and say, yo, Dee, I'm sorry, I ain't catching nothing today. You can't say that to Dee Dee. Dee Dee don't want to hear it. Dee Dee like, all right, go back out again then. Don't come back until you get it. And because I want to be with her, I'm like, gazelle, it's just a matter of, look, I don't even have to be strong. I'm just gonna keep running, and you gonna stop sooner or later, and I'm not gonna stop. Dream big, but get small wins though. You know what I'm saying? You can dream big, but get the small wins. And those small, I'll never forget hearing John Elway speak once. John Elway was like, yo, I became great by being good over a long period of time.